Hello and welcome to A Filmmaker Plays Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. For those of you who don't know me and are joining us for the very first time, my name is Skye Blacke. I'm a professional filmmaker and streamer, and I've worked in and around the video game industry for the past couple of years. And here I combine that skill and knowledge so we can look at video games from a more cinematic and analytical perspective, so that we can better appreciate the art that we all love. It's like a video essay, but live. If you're watching this on YouTube, consider heading over to twitch.tv/Skye_Blacke and joining us for our weekly sessions. And if you enjoy it, remember to subscribe. Anyway, on with the game. Let's get into it with what is probably the final episode of Metal Gear Solid 3. The saves are in a weird order. Don't like that. Should be 1 at the bottom, 5 at the top. Yes, but have you considered I'm bad at Metal Gear? I am way too reliant on my trank gun. That's one of the issues, is I'm way too, like, I cannot get the normal stealth. Also, I forgot to put the bandana on before stream. Ooh. Hey, Cynthia. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? We were just discussing how, in order to play through all of the canon stuff, I still have like 100 hours of Metal Gear to do. Because I have Peace Walker, 4, Code Zeros, 5, and then we were discussing whether or not to do Metal Gear Rising. And I want to, because I like Raiden. He's my fun little guy. That is the face of a man who is having a terrible day. I'm doing alright. Tired, but good. I was debating if I was going to stream tonight or cancel it, but I decided to try it out. So we'll see how much I can get through. The goal is to maybe try and finish the game this stream, but I don't actually know where I am progress-wise. How did you spot me immediately? Are you the sleepy gun? No. You're never the sleeping gun. Backpack. I suppose I don't really need to not kill people now. I've already fought the Sora. See, now, amongst my friends, like, Metal Gear is very much Reiner's game. And I was trying to think about what my equivalent of that would be, and it's probably Assassin's Creed or Gears of War. Like, Reiner grew up on playing Metal Gear. I grew up on Assassin's Creed. Someone sent me a DM. I just need to check it for work related. Ah, it's the Monster Prompt server. 1 second. The joys of having a game releasing next month means that I occasionally have to pause the stream and answer Discord messages. Next month, next week. The game's coming out next week. I'm really tired. And I don't know why that's happening. Let's try luring into a different area.
Move. You lousy. Faster. On the double.
I see that drill training's going well. I can't remember where I'm going. Major, what's my mission objective again?
Snake, you've got to destroy the Shagohod.
Oh yeah, right. Destroy the Metal Gear. That's a good idea. I know Shagohod isn't technically a Metal Gear because it's not bipedal, but meh. Ooh, stuff and things.
Who's that?
Oh shoot. Go to sleep, doggy. But here's my greatest plan. Ready? If you get caught, just die. There's my life advice. I'm not sure if I knocked... Okay, he was just behind the wall. Damn. Go to sleep. You know, I was really quite thinking a lot about the fact that, like, after we kind of had our heart-to-heart with Eva, the way in which she, oh dear, stopped being so, for lack of a better expression, sexually aggressive, and actually started to be an authentic person. And that was the first part that, like, her and Jack had an authentic connection. Well, this could be going... In the words of me, this could be going a lot better. Oh, shoot. You see, I always say how one of the things that, like, slows me down on this game is the fact that it's a control scheme I'm just not used to. And I'm really... Like, I know that's gonna bite me in the gut. Bite me in the gut? Bite me in the... I don't know. Hand. I forgot what the phrase is. I'm making up a lot of gibberish today. When we get to Metal Gear Solid 5 and I'm still bad. What's that phrase? Bite me in the... Oh, Rykov's still not here.
He's definitely here somewhere. Flush him out.
Foot. Bite me in the foot, yeah. I'm making up a lot of new turns of phrases today.
Who's there?
I don't want support units. Hey, Phantom Foxhound. I'm gonna guess, Phantom Foxhound, that you are a fan of this game. In which case, welcome. But also, I'm sorry for what you're about to witness. Oh yeah, you have. Yeah, I've been here before. But have you been here when Cynthia Harrell, who sung the Snake Eater theme, has been hanging out in the chat? This is definitely one of my coolest claims to fame.
Snake, I see you've managed to sneak into the hangar.
Yeah, the
Sneak
Shagohod's in
is
here.
The completed Phase 2 Shagahod represents a grave threat to the West. We
A
can't allow it
word?
to be mass-produced. You've got to destroy it.
Eva's got the data on the Shagohod. Do you think that's safe?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's safe, but Khrushchev is a shrewd leader. I can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story. He's planning to use the Shagahod to turn the Cold War into a blazing hot one. We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
The boss.
The
Exactly.
boss.
For now, just focus on destroying the Shagahod.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Put C4
Yo,
on the thing.
Like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high, the best way is to take out those liquid fuel tanks with the C3. You know there's 4 tanks in there, right? You have to put C3 on all 4 of them. To plan a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip the C3 and press the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
This is
Just
quite a
like
nice
TNT.
inverse
But
of,
make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it
Raiden
is, right?
having to get rid of the
Point.
C4.
I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man. And be careful. Liquid fuel has a nasty habit of going off at the slightest shock. So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tanks unless you're aiming to get yourself barbecued.
I'll keep that in mind.
To be fair, I barely use any
The
heavy
C3 charges
firepower.
all have to go off at once if you want to bring down the hangar in one fell swoop. So if I were you, I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set, you've got 20 minutes until it explodes, right? So make sure you get your ass out of that place by then. I think that's about all I've got. The rest is up to you. Good luck, pal.
We're counting on you, Snake.
Just making sure I'm not injured at all while we, I believe, go into an ad break. So I'm gonna do a thing that I am stealing from another streamer, which is, while we're on the ad break, I'm gonna switch back to the chatting screen. So, that means that anyone who isn't subscribed or a VIP doesn't have to miss anything. I need to get like a little sign or something that's like, this is an ad break. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm just answering some DMs. I've been in an interesting position where I have a creator pass for WASD, which is the UK's largest indie game event, which obviously as a content creator, but also a community manager for indie platforms, it would be beneficial for me to go to. But also one of my mates from uni has his stag night on the final day, so it's like I can't really travel down to London and then travel back to the Highlands of Scotland in 2 to 3 days. So I'm probably just gonna have to miss WASD, which is annoying because I really wanted to go and I have a creator's pass, so I get him for free anyway. But I feel like my college or my university roommate's stag night is probably a bit more important than a work conference. You know? So yeah, we are, I'm going to say good maybe 75-80% of the way through Metal Gear Solid 3, which is always fun. And so far, like, watching the continued development, I just noticed my Squirtle fell over, of how Naked Snake becomes Big Boss has been a very entertaining one. You really see kind of like a man's beliefs gradually getting whittled away, and it's quite depressing, honestly. Like, he starts the game with all this, belief and patriotism and all that, and he's gotten to the point now where he's like, this is the worst, I hate this. And, he's constantly faced with the reality that at some point, he is going to have to kill his mother figure. Like, that's definitely enough to kind of radicalize and desensitize anyone. It's just a shame, Welcome back, everyone who was away for the ad break. We paused the game so you wouldn't miss anything. Now let's get back into it. Let's go. Let's go where I'm going to try and hide the cut in the video. Although now saying that kind of spoils the edit, I suppose. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. What a good boy. Okay, this gives me good overwatch of the facility. So those are the targets, those things over there. So we have a soldier there, a technician there, soldier there, technician there, technician there. Any more technicians? No. I shouldn't have ran that quick. I can take a good few of them out now. Is he coming up the stairs? Stealth is, again, the... Oh, shoot. Do I have a... I'm going to assume that got him. Remember you playing Twin Snakes and being like, this game was made to be memed? Yeah. Who spotted me? Is it the soldier that hangs out over there? Has he become aware of me? Yes, yes he has.
This is HQ. What's going on? We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
You're fine.
What's going on? Respond.
I'm gonna send a backup unit. I'm gonna move quickly.
Support unit. Confirm their status.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Where's the support unit coming in from? Go to sleep. Okay, as long as that was the only support unit, we should be fine. It says so much to me, and I don't know if it's meant to, that Naked Snake is the only one who can get downstairs without falling on his face when he does a roll. Like, I really don't know if that was a deliberate choice, but it really speaks to me. Right, I need the C3. Which I'm assuming is going to be in the weapons category. Magazine C3. He has what Nintendo 64 Link had. What, the ability to roll? I hope that placement was fine. It is, cool. Thank you. I feel like this kind of loses its impact when you just trank everyone at the start and then slowly jog to the various battery locations. So Cynthia, I have a wee question. Often when I've seen people talk about Snake Eater the song, they've described it as like the most James Bond song that hasn't been in a James Bond movie. Was that the kind of like brief and description you got when... Oh.
Snake?
Eva.
Hey, Eva.
I finished planting the bomb on the rail bridge. If we get rid of the bridge, the enemy won't be able to follow us. That should at least buy us some time. I've also set up the escape route.
Cool.
How are things going on your end?
Great.
Just finished planting the second charge. Give me a little more time.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you at the bridge.
Because obviously a lot of this game's vibes lean heavily on the like classic Bond movies. They just sang that way according to the orchestration. Okay. I mean, it's fantastic. But it is definitely, I would describe it, the most James Bond-y style song that isn't in a James Bond movie. And a heart. What shape are you gonna make it, Snake? A butterfly.
Got you this time.
I'd never even seen the game until I went to Tokyo in 2004 for the release. That was going to be my next question, yeah. It was like,
Major, I finished.
how much were you aware
I'm
of
on my way out
what
now.
you were doing,
Hurry,
effectively?
Snake. Is Eva taking care of the escape route?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
she can handle it.
All right then, well hurry up and get out of there.
Because I come, I guess now from like a film and indie video game background, and obviously like our teams are very small. So everyone is aware of what everyone is doing to some extent, and to some extent you're working with everyone else. And I imagine on bigger projects like this, it would have been very different. Hey, boss.
Why'd you come back?
Thank you for the timer there, Sorrow. Hey, that was a family photo technically, wasn't it? Because the Sorrow is Ocelot's father. Have you noticed every time Snake has an encounter with the boss, he gradually gets better at like fighting her and gets closer to winning every time?
This woman was found snooping around my underground vault. When she
It
was
didn't become real to
captured,
me until Konami
look
asked
what
me to
we
come to
found on
Tokyo
her.
and I toured the company and saw them finishing the European version. Awesome.
The Philosopher's Legacy. This microfilm contains all the information regarding the legacy. You might say that this film itself is the Philosopher's Legacy.
I still... I mean, I know, but...
It was the smell that gave her away. No, not the perfume. It was gasoline. Motorcycle gasoline. She reeked of it.
Yeah.
To think that lovely Tatiana was a spy. We found this radio along with her too. Such a fine woman she was.
Phantom and Reiner, obviously you guys are massive Metal Gear fans, so I'm sure if you guys have any questions for Cynthia, I'm again presuming, feel free to ask them. If that's alright with Cynthia, of course.
Yes, she was an obedient one. She was my precious little pet.
Ow.
Isn't that right? What was that? Do you have something to say to me?
Go to hell.
You dirty whore. I've had enough kisses from you. I should have known. Sokolov wasn't man enough to have a lover like that. Just like the KGB to send something so beautiful.
I love the Sorrow just in the background of
What is the
cutscenes.
Philosopher's Legacy?
Very well. I'll explain it before I kill you.
Alright, live action exposition time. Let's go.
During the last Great War, the most powerful men in America, China, and the Soviet Union had a secret pact. The pact was a blueprint for defeating the Axis powers and creating a new world order. To secure victory in the war, the three countries pooled their resources to conduct the most covert types of operations and research. The atomic bomb, rocket technology, the Cobra unit. And they amassed an enormous sum of money to fund these projects, enough to fight the war 5 times over. That wealth is the Philosopher's Legacy. After the war was won, The three countries were to divide the philosopher's legacy amongst themselves. This explains why the United States and the Soviet Union were able to steal away the best scientific minds in Germany as soon as the war ended.
Operation Paperclip.
But our great motherland has far surpassed its pathetic rivals. We possess enormous wealth, the most advanced technology, and overwhelming power, assets fitting of our great country. My father was one of the men in charge of managing the philosopher's legacy. In the confusion that ensued after the war ended, he devised a series of ingenious plots to ensure that the Soviet Union would have total control over the legacy. The money was divided up and laundered through banks all over the world. Switzerland, Australia, and Hong Kong. This microfilm contains a record of all those transactions. After my father's death, I learned of this secret and obtained the microfilm. With this money and the support of Brezhnev and his allies, I built this fortress of Groznygrad and Granin's research facility. But that worthless fool Granin failed to produce results. I was forced to turn to Khrushchev's dog Sokolov and his invention, the Shagohod. My position in GRU made it too troublesome to attack Sokolov's facility directly. But the spy network established by the secret pact still existed. I used it to contact the boss and suggested that she defect. The boss was conniving enough to see things my way. The world was once one, but the conflict between the philosophers has torn it in two.
I mean,
we'll use the legacy
technically
to heal
three,
that
because
rift
it
and
was
make the
three
world
countries,
whole
but,
again.
you know.
To do this, we need strength, an unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world. That trump card was to be the Shagohod and the Cobra unit. I have lost the Cobras, but I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. Boss, take this someplace safe. Take good care of it.
He wouldn't have come waltzing back in here unless he had a reason. The C3's been stolen. He must be planning some sort of sabotage. I'll go see if there are any surprises waiting for us.
You know,
I'll dispose of her as well.
I find it quite interesting that, like, the other Metal Gear games are often about, you know, questions about legacy and, you know, genetics and individualism and nationalism and stuff like this. And Metal Gear Solid 3 is about all of that, but the villain, the central villain, is so, like, blind to the overall
Fight
story.
like a warrior, Volgin.
He's just like, ah, yes, my secret money. My secret money to make secret wars. And it's like, it's really, like, pathetic compared to, like, the, you know, Liquid Snake or Solidus or Big Boss.
Let me face him. I've been waiting for this moment.
And I kind of love it.
Even.
Hey, we also have one of your revolvers.
No more judo and no more field strips.
Volgin is like the stereotypical megalomaniac hyper-hedonist. Yeah. Like, he's really quite pathetic.
Enough of this. He's mine. You will stand right there and watch. Got it?
Please, Colonel, let me...
Silence!
Huh. That's a development. God, we only have 6 minutes before the C3 goes up.
Sorry for the delay. Let's get started, shall we? This is a once-in-a-lifetime battle. Let's make it a good one.
Let's see how long this takes. Can you put your shirt back on, please? Your orange jumpsuit makes me uncomfortable. Have fun lurking, Georgie. I love the growing level of respect between these two.
You're mine, son of the boss!
Ocelot has health as well. That's concerning. Okay, let's think. Electricity. What do we got? Electricity. Just blow him up. I was gonna say that's not gonna work.
Give it up!
With most Metal Gear bosses, it's just about finding the trick.
Put away your gun.
I'll figure it out eventually on my own, though. Okay, you can't really get away from those. What about a grenade? Ooh, he's not a fan of grenades. Ow!
Imbecile. Give it up!
Hang on a moment. Let me try something.
Let's see your dodge this one. Put away your gun. Put away your gun.
Yeah, I can't dodge it.
God! Ocelot, whose side are you on? Imbecile.
I think I was on to something with the water. I just can't figure out how to... Wonder if I could stun him with the chaff grenade and then shoot him to all hell. I can swear this is my stream.
See you dodge this one.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good start. So close quarters is...
Put away your gun.
Let me try... Major?
Snake, watch out for Volgin's electric shock attacks.
Really? I should
If you're
watch out
shocked
for his
while
attack.
equipping a gun, the bullets inside the magazine will ignite and the gun will explode. But he should be vulnerable just after launching a series of shock attacks. Avoid the attacks and either shoot him from his blind side.
Okay. So it's one of these. Yeah, you can see when he's charging there.
Put away your gun.
How do I dodge those attacks, though? That's my only question. That's not an option either. Aha! Yeah!
Ocelot, whose side are you on?
Took me a moment to figure out the trick, and by figure out, I mean remember to call the person who tells me how to beat him, but I got there.
Shoot him!
Nuh-uh.
Do you hear me? I said shoot him!
Sorry, Colonel. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't?
I made a promise to the boss.
Silence! I am your commanding officer.
Thank you, Foxhound.
Are you questioning my authority?
No, we're denying its existence. I might cosplay Ocelot at some point.
Fight like a man, Volgin.
Volgin?
Emergency. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Ocelot, find those bombs!
Nah.
Repeat. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD
I love how this is two men becoming disillusioned with their previous beliefs.
Move it!
Huh.
Ready for some more, Snake? Target down!
Oh, I've been hurt. No bandage applied, not yet disinfected. That's not any of these. Ointment, disinfectant. No, I'm just gonna put on everything. Suffering from gunshot wound. A knife! Uh-oh. He reminds me in appearance-wise of, okay, so we're back here. Of, oh god, what's his name? Cable from Marvel Comics so much. Or, Colossus. My partner and I, we've been watching a lot of X-Men stuff recently with the X-Men 97 series out. If you're an X-Men fan, by the way, watch that series. It's so good. I think the only annoying thing about these boss fights is after I die, it's, you know, a hassle.
Give it up! Put away your gun. Put away your gun.
The Deadpool game. I like the Deadpool game, yeah. The X-Men Origins Wolverine game was great as well. This is now okay. I think I need to grenade him to get him out of there, and then it becomes much easier. So once he runs over there, I can get behind him. I said once he runs over there, I can get behind him. Volgin, stop it. Hogan, you're embarrassing me in front of the stream.
Imbecile. Give it up.
Again, you're embarrassing me. Yeah, the only annoying part is the fact that I have to, at the start of every boss fight, re-equip everything. Grenades, smoke grenades, get rid of. C3, get rid of. Get rid of all these. Go down here. I am hoping for the remake that they do some quality of life stuff like this. Anything I can use here just to have a check. Put the fake death heal.
Let's see you dodge this one.
Oh, wait, hang on. The lightning is attracted to the metal. Of course it is. That's how lightning works. Do you guys know that metal is conductive? Welcome to Science with Skye. I was thinking about my next full series playthrough to be Gears of War. Just the, like, original trilogy and then maybe Judgment. I'm not a huge fan of Gears of War 4 or 5. Just because that game is... We've already seen this. That game is so interesting from a perspective of, like, the way it talks about masculinity. In particular. I think every good piece of video game fiction has these levels of borderline absurdity to them. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be very close. Oh, I just have a little gunshot wound in the head. You know, just a casual injury. Oh. Don't have any life. Yeah! Defeat Volgin. That was surprisingly easy. Bye, Volgin.
This way.
Have fun getting blown up with your giant mech.
It's gonna blow. I'm out of here. Let's get out of here quick. Hurry. Oh, we're all gonna die.
I love Ocelot just casually walking.
Evacuate.
Ocelot has realized he is not paid enough for this nonsense anymore.
Hop in.
Oh. So that's like... Obviously there have been hints throughout the whole thing that the boss's defection may not be as clear-cut. Can you tell I'm English? The boss's defection has not necessarily been as clear-cut as previously hinted. But that's, I think, the most outwardly, like... Okay, she rescued Eva.
Don't give up. Get moving.
Eva, how did you?
The boss let me go.
The boss? But why?
I'll tell you later. Right now, we've got to get to the lake and escape.
Can you...
Can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do.
Can you do up your shirt, please?
The boss is already at the lake.
Huh?
She's at the lake. She's waiting for you there.
Waiting for me?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to tell you. I don't want you to fight her. But I've come to realize that there's a special relationship between you two. Something I can't understand. Something that goes beyond a man and a woman. I envy you.
Yeah,
Really,
comrades.
I do. But I guess I just can't understand it. She asked me to tell you something. I've never seen someone with such clear eyes. There. I said it. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Oh, you are joking me. Of course he will have survived in the Shagahorn. Also, the Shagahorn screaming like an animal is... I love
We failed!
the way...
Hold on tight!
I love the way this series characterizes the Metal Gears. Because like Rex and Ray and the Shirehorn have all like at various points screamed like animals. There's almost this like connection between them and the concept of war on this scale, these war machines, and like a savage beast. Now do I get to use the RPG? Oh, you. Wait, am I steering? Or is Eva steering?
Look up ahead!
Let him get away! You're not going anywhere.
Really? How did I miss that? Well, that's not doing anything, is it? Maybe a chafe gun will work. I'm imagining I can't do damage until like a certain point. One thing I do like is the fact that Snake is in the sidecar.
I can't shake him.
Like, this game is quite interesting.
Put a dent in that armor.
Let's head for the rail bridge.
Bridge? I thought you rigged it with C3.
I did. We'll lure him onto the bridge.
Blow him up along with it. Good plan.
The bridge is on the other side of the runway. We'll have to cut through the middle of the base. You ready?
Step on it. If he catches up to us, we're done for.
Like, it allows Eva to be the badass she's supposed to be.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, great. This guy, too. Become a cool action movie. I'm just gonna chill out and watch. Honestly, I could go for a snack right now. I'm not really doing anything. We've hit the fun part of Metal Gear where Hideo Kojima wants to direct action movies for a wee while, so we just kind of chill out. Okay, we're back. But yeah, like I was saying, I like that the game has Snake not being, you know, the guy on the motorcycle doing all the cool stuff. Mainly because, one, I think this engine would struggle with driving. But 2, it lets Eva be an important character in her own right. It doesn't strip away her agency, which Meryl was cool in the first game, but she did get her agency stripped away quite a lot. Oh no, we're at the part where Skye talks about the slightly not great portrayal of women in Metal Gear again, and the internet gets mad at them. For those of you who don't know, we once had a very infamous commentator come into my chat and tell me that I shouldn't be, what was the phrase? Concerned about the politics of gender, and maybe actually it's just a cool stealth game and doesn't actually mean that much. And I was like, my dude, wrong. Like, not only is all art inherently political and has meaning and describes the way in which society views things at any given time, but also, this is Metal Gear Solid. There probably isn't a more political franchise that exists, except for maybe BioShock and Fallout. And then he got mad that I felt like I had to protect women from a over 20-year-old game. And I'm like, shut up, dude. But this game so far is the best when it comes to its portrayal of women. Eva's a bit of a confusing one. I don't know how I feel about Eva. I can see what they're going for, but I'm not sure if they quite hit the mark. And then obviously, like, there's the boss. And it's very early 2000s feminism. I did queer theory as part of my major, and obviously a big part of queer theory is the way it intersects with feminism. Like, I like the boss. She's a very strong female character, but she's also a very strong character that is a female. But also a lot of her imagery and stuff is tied around with her relationship to men, or her relationship to childbirth, which is a bit like, yeah. Women are worth more than just being accessories to men / people who can give birth. Especially because not all women can give birth. And not all women are, you know, attracted to men. Yeah, that works too. Who voices Eva? Isn't that one of the things that, like, the person who voiced Eva did it under a synonym, so no one quite knows? Or am I misremembering that fact again? Pseudonym, not synonym. That's awesome. Say hi to David Hayter for me.
You won't be getting away this
My life has just been a lot of David Hayter recently because, fun David Hayter fact, he also wrote the first 2, I think maybe 3 X-Men films? Yeah, that's an accurate reaction. like David Hayter's Wikipedia page is so funny to me because it's like David Hayter, most well known for being the voice of various characters in the Metal Gear Solid franchise and writing the X-Men movies. I was like, yeah, those are two pretty big claims to fame. So we just have to outrun the Shagahorn, I assume. I wonder if we can slow it down. Not really. You're probably wondering how I got into this mess. I'm assuming I can shoot the missiles out of the thing. I would much prefer you didn't. Do you know what I'm curious about? This is a weird tangent thing, but if you go back and watch Batman the Animated Series, Kevin Conroy portrays Bruce Wayne and Batman with different voices. Like his Batman voice is, a lot harsher and more monotone, and his Bruce Wayne voice is much more like a real person would speak. And the guy who voiced Spider-Man in the 90s Spider-Man series did something similar. I wonder if Hayter intentionally has any mental distinctions, or I have to shoot the bomb, don't I? Mental distinctions or vocal distinctions when voicing Big Boss / Naked Snake versus voicing Solid Snake.
Let's go.
The Solid Snake definitely, in my mind, sounds a bit more gruff than Naked Snake. Mods, can we snooze that ad, please? Just because we're at a climactic part of the battle.
I planted 2 C3 charges. More to the right. Shoot! Only one more left. The Shagahorn's not here yet. Keep your aim steady. Keep your aim steady.
I can wait.
Keep your aim steady. The Shagahorn's not here yet. It's here!
Bye, Volgin. Your revolver! Now you're just Ocelot!
We did it!
Why did you say that? Again, the way they make the way they make the Metal Gears sound like animals is just like, oh, there's something to say there. Of course he's still there. That's the theme. All right.
I'm not finished yet.
Eva, you take care of the driving.
Yeah?
Yeah, I trust you. On one condition, though, leave the fighting to me.
You got it. I was getting tired of running away anyway.
Eva, let's do it.
This is my favorite rendition of the Metal Gear Solid theme so far. Also, it's really important thematically because, like, this is, you know, at what point does Snake become Snake? The only thing that every character who's played Snake, or who has been Snake so far, has had in common the most is that they fight a Metal Gear. So this is kind of Naked's graduation, effectively, into becoming Snake. Nice. Okay, we can take out the drill. Can we take out on the other side too? No. Okay, I can see the targets. You die. So we stop him from moving, and then we shoot him in the face.
We're wearing him down.
What have you done?
God, what I wouldn't give for like a grenade launcher or something right now. Something that fires a bit quicker than this RPG.
Why is this happening?
Because you suck. Snooze it again, please. If you can. I think another thing that I really like is that, like, Volgin starts off, you know, with like all these allies. He's the entire Cobra unit, the boss. To some extent, Sokolov and Eva, obviously they're double agents, and Ocelot, and Rykov, and he ends on his own, spinning in a circle, trying to shoot a bunch of people who have teamed up to take him down. And there's this great, like, commentary about camaraderie outside of maybe camaraderie over belief, not just like a country, or the idea of, you know, being the strongest, but because you believe in something. Or in this case, you believe that that guy who shoots lightning out of his hands is a dickhead.
Did we beat him?
No.
Now, Snake's starting to figure out what kind of genre he's in. Oh, you are joking me, Vulcan.
Get off!
What?
I'm gonna lure it back here.
You're gonna use yourself as bait? Are you insane?
I'm used to this guy. I know how to handle him.
Ooh.
Come on, you blockhead!
Haha. Yeah, I like Eva. Eva's grown on me in the last half of the game. I think she's a great subversion of the Bond girl trope. Where she starts off all, oh, look at me, I'm so sexy and powerful. And kind of ends as like a definitive badass. I also really like her compared to Meryl. Defeat Shaggerhard. Like, in a lot of ways, this battle with Volgan and Shaggerhard can be kind of viewed as the reverse of the battle between Liquid and Rex. Where, you know, you have the fist fight with Rex, with Liquid, and you even does that. You fight Rex, and you have the fist fight with Liquid, and then you have the escape sequence. And here you have the fist fight with Volgan, the escape sequence, and then the fight with Shaggerhard. I mean, again, with 2, you know, you have you don't really have the escape sequence, but you have obviously the fight with Rey and then the fight with Solidus. But 2 was such more of a personal story between Raiden and Solidus, and like Raiden's sense of identity. And for the 3rd time, mods, let's snooze those ad breaks. Thank you, mods. I can see the fire lighting up my face in the camera.
Fried by a bolt of lightning. A fitting end. It's finally over.
I love that they don't kiss initially, they just hug. There's something so much more intimate and caring about that.
No time for this now. The escape craft is just up ahead. Let's get going.
No one cared that Volgan's dead. That's alright, Cynthia. I'm actually going to do a quick pause and run an ad break. And while we do that, I'm going to shift over to Words with Stream and run to the bathroom real quick. Words to Stream, for you, those who don't know, is a word search game. You type the words in the chat that appear with, or that you can make with the various letters that appear on the screen. It's a fun little game that y'all can play, and Betty loves it. So, while we were away, BAFTA Games released their top, I guess, 20 most iconic video game characters. Number 1, not who you think. Surprisingly. It's a good choice, but it's not who you think it would be. It's not like Mario, it's not Sonic, it's not Pikachu. No, it's not Pac-Man. It's Lara Croft. Shelley Blonde, the original voice of Lara Croft, will also present an award at the 20th BAFTA. So it's Lara Croft, then Mario, then Agent 47 from Hitman, then Sonic the Hedgehog, then Sackboy from Little Big Planet, then Pac-Man, Link, Master Chief, Kratos, Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3. That's an interesting one to be that high up on the list. Arthur Morgan, Pikachu, Steve from Minecraft, Solid Snake, Crash Bandicoot, Cloud Strife, Asterion from Baldur's Gate 3, Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza, Ellie Williams from The Last of Us, and Nathan Drake from Uncharted. It's a really interesting list. Anyway, back to Metal Gear. I also got an appetizer, which is lightly carbonated apple juice. Betty, I took one of your appetizers.
Take him out!
I wonder if these guys all group together, can I just... Okay, this is much easier. We're just going to use the RPG for everything. Again, little character detail. Eva has more health than Snake. I'm not sure if that's a gameplay decision just to make her harder to kill, or... again, kind of some form of storytelling. Because she is more experienced at this than he is.
It's an ambush. They're not going anywhere. Stop them. They're over here.
I love it when games do things with like that, like they give a character who maybe is more experienced more health or whatever. I gotta get the frog! Eva! The frog! Eva! You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm really surprised Metal Gear Solid 2 didn't feature a chase scene. They could have done it with, like, boats. It would have been quite cool. Like, you had Solid Snake, like, driving the boat, and then riding on the back of it. Hey, if you guys go fast enough, or slow down, sorry, you might be able to see the Sorrow, the Fury, or the End's body. What log? Oh dear. Ow! Listen, Eva, there's a lot going on right now. That was one hell of a shot, though. The pain, the fear. I was meaning the pain and the fear. The fury is underground somewhere. Bye, guys. Hey, frog. This is a pretty cool action sequence. Oh, Georgie. I have something for you, by the way. I was thinking about you the other day. Nothing cool. Just something to, like, help your internet connection. I love that the HUD is still on the screen.
Looks like they finally gave up.
Don't start celebrating yet. We're leaking fuel.
Wi-Fi extender.
Tank shot up. Crap.
Oh. Also, I like my reading of this game with like Snake's relationship with Eva, that she goes from someone who kind of frustrates and annoys him to someone he genuinely cares about.
Eva!
I'm over here.
Also, the fact he never refers to her as Tonya or Tanyana. Tanyata? Her other names, but the name that he knows her by as Eva. Oh shit.
Snake. How's it look?
I've seen worse.
Pretty bad.
Not a sensitive bone in your body.
Eva,
What about you, Snake?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
You can watch the VOD on the Skye Blacke Skye 2 YouTube channel.
We have to get away from here, Eva.
I think everything but the last part is up there so far.
Eva!
The boss is waiting for you. You have to go. Give me a gun.
No, we're getting out of here.
We're still far away from the lake. I'll never make it.
I can't believe this.
Uh-huh.
I never thought I'd see you act this weak.
What do you mean?
Listen to me, Eva. We're doing this together.
No, you...
Eva, I need you.
Say that one more time.
I need you. I can't fly the wig by myself.
All right then. I guess I'd better help you.
He's like, no, like from a practical perspective, I need your help. Snake, you have like 1,000,000 bandages on you. Are you gonna patch her up or not?
You're lucky to have me. No.
Paramedic?
Snake, can you hear me?
Yep.
Paramedic. Thank God. Eva's been seriously hurt.
So have you.
Luckily, I think her organs are all intact, but...
Calm down, Snake.
Calm down.
You'll both be fine as long as you get the proper emergency treatment. But you're the only one who can do this. Understand? So you've got to calm down.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Now let's open up the survival viewer and treat the injury. Do you have supplies with you?
I'm running kind of short.
Then by switching the survival viewer over to Eva, you can treat her wounds too. Now get to work. Oh, and Snake, I'm pretty sure you know this already, but if you don't have enough supplies for the both of you, your wounds come first.
Huh?
Do you get my meaning, Snake? You've still got a mission to complete.
Yeah. I know what I have to do.
Snake?
Like this.
We have plenty of resources. This would have been great if they had, like, deliberately taken away your resources here. So you had to make a choice as to whether to look after, like, to fix Snake or Eva. And like, if you didn't, you would go into like the next fight with
Can you walk?
drastically reduced health.
I think so.
I mean, I think they kind of have done that, but I'm pretty sure I can just pause the next fight and immediately heal.
Here.
Haha. Ocelot's gun.
It's different from the Mauser. When you're using a two-hand grip, you have to be careful where you put your hands or your fingers will get burned by the exhaust gas from the cylinder gap.
Let me talk to you about guns. Yeah, you see, I can then just immediately... Then we're fine. Alright, let's re-camo.
Snake, are you all right?
I've been better.
What about Eva?
I healed her up.
She can manage.
Good.
Snake, you'll take the lead and break through the enemy's line of defense. Eva will ordinarily be following behind you. If you lie on your belly, she'll lie down as well. If you slip and fall off a cliff, she'll follow right behind. You can call out to Eva by pressing the action button.
She doesn't have to.
Head to the lake along with Eva.
Can I give her some food? I can.
This tastes like crap.
The game has now become a management sim. Okay, into the woods. You think they might know we're here? I probably need to play Death Stranding soon. Okay, I can't change her camera. That's gonna be a problem. Oh no! I'm sorry! All right. We're getting this over and done with. Welcome back. Oh, screw it.
There's something out there.
Come on, Eva, let's get you over here. In here. First, let's get us both fed.
Oh, yuck.
And then let's get us both healed. Come on, Eva.
Find him.
Snake, the lake is just over that cliff. Eva should be able...
Okay. I should probably have a gun ready. I hear a baby. Hi, baby girl. Hi. We've been interrupted for cat cam. Good girl. We're slowly training Ripley to sit on our shoulders. Like a little parrot.
The enemy is close by.
Who's that? I see him.
Well, we're going lethal. Where are the rest of the soldiers in the valley? Because yeah, there's one. Oh, you shouldn't have popped up. Now I'm the deadly predator hunting.
Where'd he go?
Guys, where's Eva? You're supposed to be asleep. Alright, Eva, you're close enough to complain about not having anything to eat, but you're apparently far enough away that I don't know where you are. Over here. Why haven't you gone anywhere? Too bad there isn't a drive-through for it, yeah.
What did you give me?
I gave you some Russian rations. It's all we have. Now stop complaining and come on. I killed like 80 men to come find you. Ripley is going berserk, by the way. Just to let you all know. So if you hear weird noises, it's probably the cat. Almost definitely the cat. I know I'm killing crows, but we need to eat. Oh, it wasn't a crow. I am absolved of any sin. This might be the worst escort mission I have ever done.
Snake.
Come on. Eat the bird. Oh, that? She's like, yeah, okay. I cleared out this entire valley. Come on, Eva. Need some snake. Don't say it. Don't even complain. Eat the python.
Can I have seconds?
No. And the one, and the two, and up we go. That's a comfy position.
Come on, Snake. We made it.
We made it.
Over there. It's the bus, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition, and this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. that's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth.
Oh, I wish.
A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice.
He was killed here instantly in this
The Sorrow
location.
gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee.
There's 12
the
of them.
secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s.
So
After that, the organization
the philosophers
began to run out of
become the
control,
patriots.
and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self.
Or at least it's the identity the
philosophers
patriots
of
are
today
using.
have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers.
Yeah, because Vulcan's dead up river.
But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The Sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss?
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me. Let's see what you're made of.
All right, let's do this. So, a lot of things there. Do we do the analysis or do we do the fight first? I think we do the fight, honestly. Camo's not gonna matter here.
Where are you hiding? I found you. Time. Dodge this. Is that all you've got?
Not at all. What's an M37? Oh, that's my shotgun she took. I love that there's no music here.
There you are. Here I come. Pathetic. Grenade! There you are. Heads up, Snake.
Oof.
Let's see what you're made of.
Did not mean to turn this on.
Time to play rough. All these years and still nothing to show for it. You better run. Found you. Heads up, Snake.
As far as that stereotype goes of, oh, I'm not able to have children anymore, which makes me a monster. Which is obviously a very simplified way of looking at it, but I'm using what I describe as the Joss Whedon effect, which is how it is portrayed in what was that movie? Avengers: Age of Ultron. This is probably the best portrayal of it. Because it's less, oh, you know, I'm this and that and stuff. But more like, I literally sacrificed everything for my country. And, you know, it turned its back on me.
Nice try. Get ready.
Okay. And that's like fundamentally what she's saying is like, the boss wants a world without conflict. Like, she wants a world of peace.
Snake, it's time to complete your final mission. This is where you fulfill your loyalty to your country, and perhaps to her as well. You must defeat the boss. The firepower of that Patriot pistol the boss is using is beyond compare. In a straight shootout, you'd lose every time. Your first concern should be to hide yourself while using camouflage.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about the
Maneuver
camouflage
towards
thing.
the boss's blind side, wait for an open...
That gun the boss is using is a one-of-a-kind sidearm she had made.
Snake, you've got a broken bone. Broken bones can be fully healed by fixing the...
Okay, I guess camouflage will be needed. I'm not doing this in the scientist outfit. Oh wait, hang on. I need to do one thing for an achievement now. Damn, I can't. I was hoping to achieve a a hiddenness, camouflage of 100.
He's gone. I found you. Get ready. You'd better run. You're not the man I thought. Where are you? Where did you go? Where are you hiding? He's gone. Found him. Where is he? Where are you hiding?
Thank you, Grim, for the boop. I forgot I had that enabled.
There he is.
I was so confused when that happened.
Where are you hiding? I found you. There you are.
Oh, I didn't realize we were in an ad break. Shit. So yeah, we're on the final battle with the boss. How are we feeling, chat, about the boss and her philosophy? I'm just gonna do some healing of various wounds while we're here. I think it's really interesting. I kind of love that this entire franchise is woman says, hey, let's end war, and a bunch of men go, oh, what she clearly means is she wants a different kind of war. I just got here, so I don't know what the philosophy is. The soldiers are not treated as people and are inherently used as tools of an ever-changing political state that turns friends to enemies and enemies to friends, because soldiers don't actually get a chance to fight for what they believe in, they just have to fight for whatever their superiors tell them to. And that's all just political. And that's bad. And in the context of this, that's happening because the world... Okay, so there's a secret group of people called the Philosophers who acquired a bunch of wealth during World War II, and they were gonna use it and you know, bring peace to the world. And then infighting basically occurred, and the Philosophers split, and they became like the superpowers, the global superpowers, who are now just, you know, fighting each other for no real reason. None of this, no one is fighting for any reason, and that's the problem. So the boss's philosophy is, hey, we should remove fighting.
Found you. Let's see what you're made of.
And fucking a bunch of men interpret that as, hey, we are all fighting for the wrong reason. We should actually fight for this reason. And that leads on to the events of Metal Gear Solid. And Metal Gear Solid 2.
I found you. Here I come. I found you. 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I just let you defeat me, boss, because this has been a bad start for me.
Let's see what you're made of. Heads up, Snake. Here I come.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna... And if I just lay here...
Where are you hiding?
Boss, can you just kill me quickly so that we can...
There he is.
Thank you.
I'm disappointed.
Thank you. Okay. Now we can quick reset.
Let's see what you're made of.
Camouflage. Alright. No. Uniform. Chocolate chip. Because it's the best one I've got that isn't the scientist. Because I'm not wearing the scientist. Because that would look really silly in the final boss.
Heads up, Snake.
Mom, stop embarrassing me!
He's gone.
I need to attack her from the side. I can't attack her head on.
Brace yourself. You'd better run.
I'm starting to get the philosophy of the fight.
Where did you go? Brace yourself.
Shit.
Run quick. Where Where are you? You've gotten so Here I come.
Oh, she might have got me with this one. Crap. Yeah. As Foxhound said earlier, I learn fast. I may struggle, but I learn fast. Where is she? And now to say something different once, so to stop Automod from flagging me as a spammer. You didn't have to call me out like that, Grim. Jeez. I know, I die a lot. How is Katie? I haven't... Well, I was going to say I haven't spoken to him, but I have. Busy. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Katie's always busy, though.
Where are you?
Katie designed the crow coins that we use for redemption for my birthday. Yeah, I can relate, you know, because I'm so cool.
He's gone.
Just made the boop emoji. Yeah, is that over on her stuff? I see we had the same idea to pull Tumblr's boot thing and take it as our own.
Move or you're dead.
That's a game that I've worked on, Move or You're Dead. Or as we called it, Move or Die. That didn't work out nearly as well as I thought it would.
Pathetic.
Can I have my grenades back, please? I love The Cure. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit.
Where are you?
Okay, that was kind of funny. We both went from like, where are they, to just spraying like maniacs.
He's gone.
You like iframe dodged me like I was a fucking Dark Souls boss. What the hell?
Where are you hiding? Where are you?
Stop doing that! I ran out of ammo!
Five more minutes.
Do you think this is overkill, chat? Cynthia, you're on.
Get ready. Run quick. Told you that didn't work. Damn. Let's see what you're made of.
I'm made of buckshot right now.
Get ready.
She might win this one.
Let's see what you're made of. Run quick. Take this. Keep it safe. It's our only hope.
A patriot? Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake? You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
I think the game bugged. So the game bugged. There we go. Wouldn't shoot. The name of the boss's gun is incredibly important, by the way. On a pale horse.
Ready to go, Snake? Are you okay? Snake?
Yeah.
I told you you could trust me.
Aren't you guys forgetting about me? Ocelot!
Ocelot! We're not done yet!
Well, Ocelot has a very, very personal reason for that.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Not good!
Did you see her accent slipped out there? Her Russian accent slipped out. That's interesting. Ocelot knows CQC. I wonder where he could have learnt that from. That's not how that works, but it is very funny.
I picked up a few new moves. Huh. It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it. Eva! What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
Again, I cannot stress this enough. This scene is cool as shit. That bullet does not work in that gun. 12 shots. Oh shit, I should have been paying attention.
What's your name?
Snake.
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
Adamska.
John.
Russian for
Very well.
Adam.
John. Plain name. But I won't forget it. Come on!
Oh shit, he wins.
It's a blank. Oh, that was fun. Till we meet again, John.
All Ocelot wanted to do was to see who was better, or if he could at least compete.
Give me a hand!
Because Adamska is the boss's child. And Snake is the son of the boss. It's literally a sibling fight. They're two siblings proving who's better. The son of the Joy, or as her previous code name, or the son of the boss. And ultimately, you know, 3-1, I win.
Yeah,
So.
you sure did.
But also, he was the code breaker that we were supposed to meet. Which is both a spoiler and not a spoiler, because, like, if you know Ocelot's name as Adamska, then you know that that's Adam.
There's no way out. What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got tone.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Bulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Bulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Bulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
You have to remember what our mission was, or why we were doing this mission to begin with. We were here to prove to
Well
Russia
done,
that America had nothing to
The
do
MiGs
with what's
disengaged.
going on.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
Kept you waiting, huh? Alaska, yeah. The place where the first game is set. And that's the thing, like, so the boss's gun is incredibly important because it's called the Patriot. It reveals her hand. She didn't betray the US for Russia. But if Snake kills her for the US on request of Russia, it goes incredibly far to mend that bridge between the two superpowers, thus achieving her goal of peace. She sacrificed herself for an attempt at world peace. Ultimately, she died for what she believed in. Of course, now she's condemned Snake to this role. Where now Snake has to be the person who has lived in a constant cycle of violence.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
To be fair, you ate all my fucking rations, so...
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? Or a proposal? I don't take orders from anyone now.
Hey! So I joked like, oh, Snake is ace and all that, but honestly, it was because of the betrayal of the boss, it was an inability to let people be close to him. And now they do, yeah, now they get their fuck on. John, the president, is on his way. Fucking codec going on. Cock blocked by Major Zero. There are two things that are very hard to animate. People kissing and people taking their clothes off. Which means that in video games, sex scenes are always funny. Are we back in the fucking jungle again? Wake up at the start of the Virtuous mission. Being like, I'm back in the fucking building again!
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, Snake.
Eva stole the microfilm. The philosophers.
Good morning, Snake.
When did you have time to record this?
First of all, I have to apologize.
Oh, now.
I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA. I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
The third arm of the Patriots. Not the Patriots, the philosophers. The Patriots are a different organization.
The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgin was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The two NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him.
He did.
I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgin, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgin couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live. Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States.
Told you.
Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
Aren't some of those men the DARPA chief? One of those men the DARPA chief and the guy from Metal Gear Solid 2?
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss.
For anyone asking, yes, I'm spamming right bumper. I know about the thing.
You are a true patriot.
Why is he here? Because Adam did show up. Because Adamsko is a double agent, just like his mother. Or triple agent, I guess. Also, yeah, so now Big Boss knows the truth that she sacrificed herself to, like...
We could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us.
Fox out.
A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss, and that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive, and she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
October 15th, 1964, Khrushchev is ousted from power. Brezhnev becomes the first secretary of the Communist Party with Kurgan as premier. China conducts its first successful nuclear test. Signant joins ARPA. He takes on the part of the ARPA ARNet, which would go online in 1969. The US government conducts a study on emergency medical treatment. Department of Transport lays the groundwork for the EMT system. EVA disappears without a trace. Paramedic establishes the first national paramedic system in Seattle, Washington. Major Zero disbands Fox. United States accumulates the remainders of the legacy. The US branch of the Philosophers changes its name to the Patriots. Carrying on the tradition of Major Zero in his Fox unit, Big Boss establishes Foxhound. The Les Enfants Terribles project. The sons of Big Boss are born. And that was Metal Gear Solid 3, everyone.
Son, you've got a way to fall.
You should do it. Even if it's just like for YouTube, you should do it. I think people would love to hear it. So there. Have you thought about doing like a recorded playthrough where you give your thoughts on the game and stuff? as you play. Because I've gone through like your social media a wee bit. I know you're a big obviously Metal Gear fan, so it'd be great to kind of, those things do really well on like stuff like YouTube. Oh, that's awesome. Well, shoot me a DM if you need any help with anything. We have each other on Twitter, so if you need any help with anything, shoot me a message.
You've got a way to kill.
For those of you who joined the chat a bit later, Cynthia Harrell is the singer of Snake Eater, the theme for this game. Yeah, every time I go into a Metal Gear game, it's so interesting because I basically forget how to do everything and I'm awful for like the first 4 episodes, and then I get to the last one, I'm like, oh, I remember how to play this game now. So yeah, ultimately, and I think that's the big thing about Metal Gear Solid 3, and I think that's one of the things that makes it maybe the best Metal Gear, is it's a game that's so much about belief and camaraderie and personhood and individualism and all of these heavy themes, you know, the difference between a man and a soldier, the difference between a political puppet and a mission. But ultimately, it's a bunch of rich people squabbling over money. And like, when you break it down, what the missions were actually for, the philosophers, each arm of the philosophers just trying to accrue more and more wealth, it is such a good metaphor for like actual conflict. Because conflict doesn't mean anything. No one fights for anything that really means anything. They fight because people with a vested interest, economically or politically, or even just pushing their own social standing, tell them to do it. And you see that in Big Boss at the end, his disillusionment with the United States. He shakes the president's hand because he has to. But he doesn't engage with anyone else. Even his team members, the fellow members of Fox. He just... Because everything he did was so that a group of rich people could get richer. All wars are senseless wars. This is what I love about, like, Hideo Kojima. I've said it in the other parts as well. Hideo Kojima is a man with a fundamentally anti-war belief who thinks that tanks and airplanes are really cool. And I can relate to that. And there's a great message in there about how war tears apart family as well. You know, you have the Cobra units were separated across the various Cold War lines. Then they came back together again, but the boss had to betray her country to do that. And the boss had to kill her lover, the father of her child. She was torn from her child and served alongside him and might not have even known it was him, because Ocelot was also an agent of the philosophers. And then she's killed effectively by her other son. It's a way that war tears people apart from each other. There she is! I know that person! Yeah, but I'm not in the credits of one of the greatest video games of all time. Yet. The game I work on drops on April 9th, and it has nothing to do with Metal Gear Solid at all. But I do work in the game industry. Speaking of which, while I've got you all here, chat, on Tuesday I'm doing a bonus stream playing some of Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom, which is the game I've worked on. So on Tuesday, 8 o'clock British Standard Time, come back here. Yeah, Taxi Goes Vroom for Game of the Year. Also, go and wishlist Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom on.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves.
Ocelot!
I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed.
Night, Cynthia. Actually, speaking of Discord mods, can we drop a link to the Skye Blacke Discord in the chat?
Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission.
Really? An ad now?
The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived.
Ocelot was a philosopher's agent the whole time.
The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam.
I knew it, you little shit!
Of course. I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Ocelot played everyone from the beginning.